back, in the back, somewhere in the back. Send it to Ajish.
Ajish is not there.
Let me see. The photograph will come. Hello Vivites, a very good morning again. I hope my audio and video are clear. Please give me a thumb if you are able to see me and hear me properly. So please give me a thumb if you are able to hear me and see me properly. or just type the text that you are able to hear me or see me properly. Is everybody able to see me or hear me? Okay, I am getting some thumbs actually. So, a very good morning Vivites, a very good morning to each and everyone. Well, as promised yesterday, today is the iCoffee day. So, every Tuesday, please mark your calendars as the iCoffee day. Well, friends, this is a wonderful morning. So, let us all have a cup of iCoffee. Are you all ready? Even I am very much ready to explain you about some of the important things about iCoffee. Well, friends, first and the foremost thing, what I would like to tell you here is lockdown probably is continuing or is getting over. There are so many news on the channels and so on and so forth. But what exactly happens during the period of a lockdown so far as the diabetes population is concerned? This is very important. There are three things that you can take home message from here so far as to promote iCoffee in case of diabetic population during or post lockdown. I would like to tell you those three important points. See, the first thing is the diabetic population is not getting enough medications or insulin injections or diabetes monitoring equipments like your glucometers and other equipments, and this is one important thing, the medications part, they are not available easily because of the lockdown. People are not able to move around. That is one important point. This might continue even after lockdown because the manufacturing of essential drugs are underway, and such medications, their availability will still be curtailed. It will not be available in plenty in future also. That is one important thing that everybody has to know. So, we have an advantage that we have iCoffee with us. Definitely you can suggest this iCoffee to such diabetes people who are not getting abundant medications, and the promotions can happen. The second important thing is the behavioral changes which happen in a diabetic person during or post lockdown. It might be because of lack of physical activity, the dietary changes, lack of sleep. All these things can also increase the sugar levels in the body. This is also the other reason why the sugar levels are increasing in the human body during the lockdown, and it can also extend after the lockdown. The third and the most important point is people are all stressed up. The stress is actually taking a toll on each and every person. So automatically stress also leads to diabetes. And during the lockdown, as people are all staying at homes, majority of them are prone to this stress, because of which people can have diabetes or increase in the level of sugars. So my dear Vivites, I also want to tell you one thing. I will be talking a bit of some of the concepts of diabetes right now. During this time itself, you can shoot me your questions actually. Start shooting your questions from now itself. Okay, so as I end my the profile part of the meeting, the product description of the meeting, I can start answering your questions. So please start shooting your questions now itself. Well, coming to this concept of diabetes, everybody knows what diabetes is today. But I want to tell you one thing that everybody has to know in diabetes. When you take the word diabetes as such, three things can be seen in that. It is called as die in bits. Die in bits, which means it will kill your body in bits and pieces. This is what exactly is called as diabetes. You can definitely use these terminologies in your promotion strategies also, like die in bits. This is a very important thing. Well, friends, there are so many articles which are coming on the newspapers as well as the websites about the COVID situation, present COVID situation, as well as the diabetes population. A very similar article which appeared in the month of May in the first week in the Indian Express is also the same thing. Probably if someone is having the habit of reading newspapers, you might have gone through that. They have told about diabetic population during the COVID breakdown. The other important article that I want to discuss here is, there is one more article called as Los Angeles Times in the US, and they have published an article on May 11th, 2020. It says that coronavirus lockdown has new challenges on people with diabetes and kidney damage. This is a very important thing, because you might be hearing this actually everywhere. People who are affected with coronavirus, majority of the deaths are happening because of secondary infections. Whenever a person is having high blood pressure or high diabetes, these are the people who are more prone to the deaths, and they are not recovering fast. That is the reason why one has to be careful during the corona season to protect themselves from diabetes disorders. This is very important. So your promotion strategy has to be like this. You have to tell people that, suppose if you are having diabetes or hypertension, you start with our iCoffee, because coronavirus is mostly affecting the middle-aged people as well as older adults with such secondary problems like diabetes and hypertension, and these are the people who are dying more as compared to people who are absolutely well and their immunity status is good. So probably such people are surviving. The other people, the mortality rate is actually increasing. This is very important. And the article clearly says that the safety of the people, especially with chronic kidney disease as well as diabetes and high blood pressure, these are the people who are most vulnerable for COVID cases. And this is what we are exactly seeing in the whole world. This is what we are exactly seeing in a country like India also. So this should be your promotion strategy. And as yesterday I've told you this also, all our products are immune boosters, even though they are targeting some of the conditions also. But overall, when you see, you can consider our products as immune boosters. This is a very important thing. These are the main promotion strategies that you can use to sell the product. Well friends, going ahead, as everybody knows, I want to give you a simple statistics here. One of the major publications has been given a statistics as, by the year 2040, India will have 125 million diabetic population, and in that the men will have more diabetes, women will have less diabetes. So this is actually the ratio which is given. It can increase more than that, but still in India today, if you see, men are having more diabetes cases as compared to the women. Well, as you already know, diabetes is a condition which is actually called as a disorder. Disorder in the sense, it is not a single disease, it is a combination of various diseases. So there are three main P's in diabetes, as I have clearly told you. One is always feeling hungry, second is unexplained weight loss, the third is numbness and tingling. You have nephropathy or the kidney issues, retinopathy or the eye issues. These are the major problems in diabetes. And one of the important things I want to tell you here is, it is always better to get your blood sugar checked up every 6 months, because what will happen is, diabetes, as I previously told, is die in bits. It will kill you in bits and pieces. That is why instead of getting killed in bits and pieces, it is always better to prevent the disease. And iCoffee is the best available supplement to get this disease prevented and not spreading this disease like a pandemic in future. See, because what exactly is happening in India is, everybody knows what COVID-19 is spreading like. It is a pandemic. Tomorrow, who knows? Diabetes will also spread like pandemic in India. And it is all in our hands to stop the spreading of diabetes in people and stopping it as a pandemic. I hope you got this point. Well friends, one more important point I want to emphasize it here, because most of you will have this doubt actually. iCoffee mainly contains only 3 ingredients. I am reiterating it again, only 3 ingredients. The first ingredient is the coffee beans. The coffee beans which we are using in iCoffee is actually called as slow roasted coffee beans. The coffee beans is roasted at 40 degrees Celsius, and then it is actually made into a powder form and used in the coffee. What exactly this process does is, it will remove the caffeine from coffee. The caffeine will be removed, and only the polyphenols are nothing but the antioxidants. These antioxidants will remain in the coffee powder. So our coffee, iCoffee creamer or iCoffee black does not have caffeine content. Okay, so this is a very important thing that everybody has to know. Well friends, apart from that, you know that iCoffee contains salsitol. Salsitol is an extract which is derived from the root of Salacia reticulata tree. Salacia reticulata is actually a mid-sized plant which is seen in the western Ghats of India, from which the extract of salsitol is extracted. So when the salsitol is extracted, it is mainly used for managing your sugar levels. This is very important. It controls your sugar levels so that you will not become a chronic diabetic in future. This is a very important thing that everyone has to know. As I previously told you, one important thing, iCoffee creamer normally can be used for type 2 diabetes. iCoffee black has 22% of salsitol, which can be used for type 1 diabetes. In fact, iCoffee creamer has 11% of salsitol. So this is what the amount or the percentage is all about. And definitely iCoffee can be consumed with any kind of a medication or insulin also. That is why, my dear friends, I always tell that all our Indus Viva products are called as holistic supplements. Holistic supplements is from the head till the toe. This is not only target oriented, but it acts on different parts of the body, providing complete rejuvenation. This is what exactly our products do. And my dear friends, I hope you got the point. This is a corona season. Always try to promote health supplements like iCoffee by telling the dangerous situations what the diabetic people can face during the coronavirus situation, so that each and everyone can get educated and promote the product in a more scientifically validated way. I hope my points are clear here. So let me end my session on this particular note that you can shoot me your questions. The other important thing is I'll be talking about one such important aspect each and every day when I talk about this session actually. So yesterday I was talking about something called as herd immunity. Today I spoke about COVID-19 and diabetes status. So this is how I'll try to link the present situation with our products on each and every Facebook live that I do on each and every day. I hope everybody got the point. Now, so I'm just waiting for your questions now. So thank you very much. Just hold on. So we will now I'll answer our questions. So my teammate Miss Asma is actually preparing the questions for me today. So she'll be sending the list of questions by which I'll be answering it now. Just hold on for 1 or 2 minutes now. Okay, my dear friends, so my colleague has shared me the list of questions. As I previously told you, I will not be able to answer the entire set of questions, but we will definitely have your questions noted and we will be answering it in the next Tuesday, on the next Tuesday, which is an iCoffee day. So, and I previously told you, let us all name these days as per the products. So Monday is called as iPulse day, Tuesday is called as iCoffee day. So let us all inculcate a habit of doing this. My dear friends, let me go through the questions here. So the first question is preservatives in iCoffee. This is one question that people are actually asking in iCoffee. Well, iCoffee is a powder formulation which is called as a dry formulation, or in scientific terms we call it as a anhydrous formulation. Normally any dry formulation does not have any kind of preservatives. So iCoffee is preservative free. It does not have any kind of preservatives. So that is what the answer of the question is. So is iCoffee a supplement? So that is a second question that the people are asking. Definitely yes. That is why normally all our Indus Viva products have 4 kinds of definitions that everybody has to know. It is a preventive product, it is a holistic product, it is an alternative product, it is a complementary product. So all these 4 definitions are normally called as supplements. They are called as dietary supplements. And since you have asked this question, I would like to answer in such a way that the Ayush department has given a license to our products in the name of Ayurvedic health promoters. Ayurvedic positive health promoters. So the word positive health promoter means that which enhances your health by the use of dietary supplements. This is what exactly is called as Ayush health promoters. Okay, so the third question is, iCoffee works on sugar or other thing also, other benefits of iCoffee? Definitely yes. A very good question. As I have previously told you, all our products can boost to your immunity. See, my dear friends, I want to tell you one thing. The concept of immunity is being spoken around the world today. So nobody actually knew about what immunity was before the coronavirus. Now people are actually talking about immunity a lot. I will tell you, my dear friends, there is nothing called as the body immunity. Each and every organ of your body has something called as immunity. iCoffee is a product which will enhance the immunity of your liver. It enhances the immunity of your pancreas. It enhances the immunity of your different parts of the body, the intestines also. This is how iCoffee will help in increasing the immunity apart from controlling the blood sugar levels. Well, my dear friends, the next question is, those who have creatinine variation can consume iCoffee or not? A very good question, because even in all case of kidney issues, iCoffee can be given. But normally when the creatinine level goes up, normally the nephrologist or the doctor suggests for dialysis. On the day of dialysis, normally any of our products should not be given. On a different day, suppose if you are doing dialysis on 3 days in a week, you should never give our products on those 3 days. The remaining days you can definitely give our products. This is exactly the simple rule for each and every product this is affected. So, the exact thing about the that is, I hope my video is clear to everyone. Okay, fine. The next important thing is another question that I am actually seeing here. iCoffee creamer for how much sugar level? See, one thing I want to tell you. Starting from the pre-diabetes stage, the diabetes stage and the post-diabetes stage, automatically this particular iCoffee creamer can be used. Right? So this is where exactly different kinds of diabetic levels are included and iCoffee creamer can be used here. So, already I have spoken about dialysis. There is another question which has come about dialysis. So, the other question that I am seeing here is the psoriasis. See, there is nothing like psoriasis is an autoimmune disease actually, and iCoffee for skin psoriasis is not suggested actually. If you can clearly see it, it is absolutely not suggested. iCoffee especially for skin dialysis purpose. Sorry, so skin psoriasis purpose, because psoriasis is an autoimmune disease and definitely it can flare up any time. It normally depends on the atmosphere, the sun, the heat, the rain and so on and so forth. That is the main reason why psoriasis is quite a difficult disease to manage actually. So I am seeing the next question here. iCoffee Black, how much sugar levels it can be used? As I have previously told you, iCoffee can be used for 3 important conditions of diabetes, mainly the pre-diabetes, the actual diabetes, type 1, type 2, the gestational diabetes also. So it depends on how the sugar levels are, and the HbA1c levels up to 16 or 17 can also be managed with the help of iCoffee creamer or the black. So reason behind taking iCoffee half an hour before food is a question. Well, the important thing here is absorption is one thing that people have to know here. Absorption is an important point here. Most of the wellness supplements, the absorption is affected when it is taken after the food. But in case of iCoffee or any other product that we have, to enhance the absorption of the particular product in the stomach, you have to take it half an hour before food only. This is how iCoffee must be taken. So the next important thing is, so after taking iCoffee was getting acidity and rashes. See, this is one important point that most people ask. I'll tell you one thing. Most of the ingredients which go into iCoffee, it might be coffee powder, it might be the Mucuna pruriens extract, or it might be the salsitol. These are the ingredients which are somewhat heat producing ingredients actually. And these ingredients automatically cause some kind of acidity in the body or the gastric disturbance. Normally what I suggest you is, in people who are actually consuming this iCoffee, automatically the gastric disturbance can happen in some people. In such people, always have a habit of drinking warm water or hot water, or you can also blend iCoffee with double the quantity of water. Normally we suggest that iCoffee must be consumed with 120 ml of hot water. You can add 250 ml of hot water and then drink iCoffee. Suppose if you are facing gastric imbalances. This is how iCoffee actually works. Well friends, the next question what I am seeing here is precautions about food with iCoffee. See, I would like to tell you one thing here. We are in the process of making some booklets actually. In the booklets, we have incorporated the diet restrictions for iCoffee and for other products also. Once the booklet is out at the earliest, I am telling, you will be getting to know each and every dietary restrictions in case of iCoffee consumption. Okay. So the next important thing is, can kidney transplant with diabetes can suggest iCoffee? Well friends, definitely any kind of kidney condition, what I have told you before, iCoffee can be definitely used. And but when the patient is undergoing dialysis, on the particular day of dialysis, these things have to be restricted. Remaining days it can be given. But one important thing in case of kidney patients is all about, you have to cut down the amount of water. Always the amount of water should not be increased. It should be reduced to 1.5 liters of water per day only. Okay, coming to dosage per day, I have already told you, either iCoffee creamer or iCoffee black. This is also another question which has appeared here. iCoffee creamer or iCoffee black has to be consumed one in the morning and one in the night. One sachet in the morning and one sachet in the night with 120 ml of hot water. This is what the process is, half an hour before your food intake. And I am coming to the last question of today. Obesity with sugar, what is the solution, is one of the questions that people are asking. I'll tell you one thing, like, obesity and diabetes are brothers in arms actually. So it is like two faces of a coin. So definitely obesity as well as diabetes, if the person is having, they should consume iCoffee. And as I previously told you, if they are on insulin, it is always better to give iCoffee black. If they are on regular diabetes, it is always better to give iCoffee creamer. And I would always suggest the same dosage, one sachet in the morning and one sachet in the night, half an hour before your breakfast and half an hour before your dinner, with 120 ml of warm water or hot water, will definitely help you control or manage your diabetes level. And finally, I want to end the talk with one word stating that so you can consume iCoffee without compromising the authentic taste of coffee. So this is what exactly our tagline of iCoffee is. I hope you have got majority of the points for the product promotion during the crisis of this lockdown period, so that your sales can also improve by a scientifically validated way. This is what I exactly want. So thank you, my dear Vivites. So as I previously told you, I'll be ending the session here. So tomorrow I'll be coming back with another important product of Indus Viva. Let us all wait till tomorrow morning 11 o'clock. As I previously told you, you don't have to worry about the other questions. We have noted down your questions. We will be answering your questions the same Tuesday next week, so that none of your questions go a waste. Thank you very much for your patient listening. This is Dr. Balu Kolar here, Head of Product Development and Training at Indus Viva Health Sciences, speaking directly from the corporate office of Indus Viva at Bangalore City. I am logging out now. Thank you very much.